It was a game that we fell behind early and then clawed our way back into it. And at this point, to be able to do that was pleasing, and there was good fight in our football team. Came out to start the second half and got ourselves a good lead and an opportunity a couple times in the second half to take control and not allow a team to respond. And again, we didn't do that. We let them respond. We had a chance to close the door and secure a lead and keep a lead, and we did not do that. That's offense and defense. That's not just the defense giving up the points to come back. That's driving down and get one more score to push it even further. Way too many big plays given up in his football game to have an opportunity to win it in the end. Individual breakdowns and so forth are generally always a part of that, but big plays aren't allowable to win games. Fantastic. Admirable. Tough. I believe he was 19 out of 30 at half. I don't know what he ended up. Obviously, you saw he ran it too. Some designed that were effective, and some he just took off. Took a couple shots late, and rose to the occasion and kept playing. Yeah, my hat goes off to it. It was a huge play to keep them on the field, and then they score on it. We've got a 10-point lead, and we've got them pinned on a 10-yard line after a great coverage by walk-on Josh Jollis, and we give it up. We were actually in a call to defend a fake that they had shown earlier this year to the edge, and they went up the middle instead. Not on sound, but they executed very well, obviously, and yeah, that's certainly one of the plays. They haven't played very good run defense, and we should have had a running game. How many yards we end up running? We had 96 at half, and I said we have to be over 200 to end this game to have an opportunity, and DV got a great start on that in the first drive with the big long run. So yeah, opportunities were there, just like opportunities are there against us, and people know that, and they're going to be committed to the run game. And then it's the staff putting together a good plan based on what they see, and the kids blocking and executing it. I think our adjusted plan has been better at running over the last several games than maybe our game plan, if that makes sense to you. Growth, a certain level of maturity. I was watching practice Thursday and Friday, and there were 2 seniors and 2 juniors out there on the starting defense of 7 either sophomores or freshmen out there as a part of that group. There's so much to learn. Take Jevin Miller, for example, and you know how much we're missing him right now. He was learning the game for 3 years, and just finally arrived at a point where he got it. Jeremiah George was an unknown for 2 full years before, with the 2 guys flanked, he started to show up as a player. Without those 2 guys by him that year, he so continued just the cycle of growth and maturity up through the program. I think you play your way into some means of confidence. Let's take Nigel Tribune, who is one of those young players, who's a true sophomore, who's been picked on at times and given up some things. But if you'll check the Big 12 stats, he also sits toward the top of them in a number of categories, PBUs, and I don't know what that gives him interception number-wise now, but he's a guy that's fighting through it. And a couple weeks ago, you might have kicked dirt on him, and today he makes a huge play with his back against our goal line to move us forward. So guys continuing to work, Bobby. Guys continuing to practice harder. Guys continuing to take the medicine, if you will, and I got to do this better. It's this footwork. It's this step and hand placement, and doing it better on the practice field, and then going out game day and executing it till you find that success.